Genoa City is bracing for a week of high stakes kidnapping, corporate warfare, and crumbling relationships as January 26th to 30 approaches. The most harrowing storyline involves the sudden disappearance of young Dominic Newman Abbott Winter's Chancellor, who will now be portrayed by recast Ethan Ray Clark. What begins as a family outing in the park turns into a parent's worst nightmare when Devon and Abby become momentarily distracted. This lapse allows Mariah, who has been increasingly manipulated by haunting visions of the villainous Ian Ward, to lurk in the shadows and snatch the boy she once carried as a surrogate. Believing she is fulfilling a destiny orchestrated by these visions, Mariah scoops up Dominic and flees Genoa City in a getaway car. Her fragile mental state puts the child in significant danger as she drags him onto a path only she understands. As the realization of the kidnapping sets in, a frantic Abby and Devon call for help, leading Detective Burrow to receive an SOS and begin a desperate search for clues. The search will eventually pull in Daniel and Tessa H., who may be the only ones capable of putting together the Mariah puzzle pieces before it is too late. On the corporate front, the battle for power reaches a fever pitch. Billy delivers a resounding yes to Kane's chancellor offer, officially aligning himself with the man currently in Victor's crosshairs. This decision has immediate personal consequences for Billy, as Sally finds herself at a breaking point. Sally, weary of Billy's renewed obsession with Chancellor, vents her frustrations to Audra and is forced to decide if she can remain in a relationship with a man so deeply entrenched in family feuds. Meanwhile, the Newmans are preparing for a legal and personal assault. Stories are circulating that heavily imply Phyllis and Kane committed computer fraud to create chaos within the Newman system. While Victoria has already filed a complaint with the Federal Trade Commission, she remains ruthless in her personal attacks. Victoria visits Kane on his train to gloat, informing him that she has turned his own children, Maddie and Charlie, against him by exposing his latest plots. She also takes the time to throw Summer's disapproval in Phyllis's face, though Phyllis remains outwardly unbothered by the taunts. The pressure of the Kane crisis leads to some shocking potential shifts in power. Victor Newman, furious over the intrusion into his empire, contemplates a surprising alliance with Jack. While the two icons will find it difficult to get on the same page, the threat posed by Kane and Phyllis may force their hands. However, some Newmans prefer a darker approach. Nick, still struggling with memory gaps regarding a fentanyl bag, suggests to Victor that they handle Kane the same way they took care of Matt Clark, a suggestion Victor hints he has already considered. Finally, the week explores buried secrets as Claire continues to dig into the hidden past of Audra and Holden Novak. Despite Audra and Holden's attempts to make a fresh start with Amy Lewis and keep their Los Angeles secrets buried, Claire is determined to uncover the shocking truth. As January 30th approaches, the residents of Genoa City find themselves on the brink of total disaster, with Billy potentially sealing his own fate and a toddler's life hanging in the balance. So stay tuned and subscribe for more spoilers from Young and the Restless.